Parents discovered their middle school kids are given an assignment asking about their sexual likes and dislikes. Erica Sanzi is the Director of Outreach for Parents Defending Education. She now joins us to discuss the latest crisis in the classroom. Welcome to the National Desk.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
As a parent, I can't even believe this, and we're not going to get into all the graphic details with the specifics. But essentially, the kids were given an assignment that used pizza toppings to show their sexual likes and dislikes. And when you first hear about this, Erica, you're thinking, what in the world? What is this all about? And what are you hearing from parents?
Yeah, so the reason we know about this story is that parents were very upset and felt like they were being ignored. So they reached out to us at Parents Defending Education to let us know what happened, and they sent us a copy of the assignment. And the assignment started out with a sentence that said, yes, pizza can be a metaphor for sex. And then it went on to explain that just like when friends have to agree on pizza toppings when they're sharing a pizza, that people need to agree on what they're willing to do and not do in terms of consent. And so they decided to have the students list their sexual likes and dislikes and then draw them on a pizza as pizza toppings. Now, again, these are 8th graders, and it's important to keep in mind, under 15% of 8th graders have had sex. So they're being asked very personal questions on a topic that many of them are totally inexperienced with and likely uncomfortable talking about in school.
Right, and I was looking at some of the questions, and these are questions, that would make an adult blush, quite frankly. The district's health and PE coordinator shared that there was an issue with the initial assignment and posted this online explanation. The correct version of the assignment is for students to work in small groups to craft a pizza with toppings. No behaviors associated with said toppings. That would make everyone happy, comfortable using nonverbal communication only. Students are then asked to reflect and discuss how thoughts or feelings can be confusing or misconstrued if we rely on nonverbal cues, communication alone, which I think is even more confusing when I read this, because I'm not really truly understanding what the purpose of this was. Perhaps they have an explanation. So did the school district or any other administrators offer any other additional explanations as to what the purpose and what the end goal and end game was of all this? And should other parents be concerned children in other school districts are being given similar lessons?
I mean, they're saying that the lesson was a lesson in consent, and I think we can all agree that consent is a topic that's important. Schools likely have a role to play in that. The problem is that what we have is a major quality control problem and also an ideology problem. So you have sort of these two things that come together that now lead to a captive audience of children essentially, having to listen to hypersexual content and what some people actually